Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to our new moon live stream. So many of you are here already. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. How's everyone doing? It's been a minute since I've done one of these. Hi. So, it's been, I think, a couple of months since we've done one of our new moon live streams, and I gotta say, I've missed doing this. I love connecting with you in our videos and in the comments and things like that, but this is always such a treat for me to get to be here with you live. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dixon and Jim. Hi, Kristen, Joe. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Mandy. So I hope you're all doing. Hi, Renee. Oh my goodness. I've already missed. Thank you so much, Tom. I already missed one of our super stickers. Thank you so much. That's really generous. For that. Hi, Lori. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Michael. Hi, Amanda. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here for the live stream, Amanda. Thank you. And thank you so much, Tom. So we have another super chat and a super sticker. And so for those of you who are new to this live stream, welcome, where we do these for these super stickers and things like that. They're basically just like donations from you all. And so thank you for those. And also for this live stream, I was thinking maybe we would put those donations towards maybe getting some tuning forks for some upcoming videos. So obviously I make these videos for you, so let me know if that's something that you are interested in. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of putting all of your lovely generous donation towards. Thank you so much, Mandy. That's really kind. Thank you. So welcome. Happy new moon. Happy new moon in Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, and I know a few of you are Scorpios as well. Let's see here. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Rachel. Hi. It's so nice to connect with you again. This is so fun. So I thought, because I don't think we haven't had a live stream since our Mercury retrograde. I'm wondering, Eleanor's the Scorpio, happy birthday or upcoming birthday. And I feel like this Mercury retrograde was particularly intense for a lot of us. Thank you so much, Jim. I've missed doing these live streams too. Thank you, Jim. That's so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Happy birthday, Anel Forrest. Happy birthday. I feel like coming out of sort of an intense Mercury retrograde has really meant that this Scorpio season, which is already so much about transformation and kind of getting to the core of things, uncovering hidden truths, is a really nice way to follow such an intense period for a lot of us, of where we're kind of forced to confront a lot of aspects, which is a beautiful part of these retrogrades. Mercury retrograde, I think in particular, has it all a little bit shaken right now, but during this time, it really invites a lot. It kind of has the potential to clear the path for a lot of growth. And so now that we're stepping into Scorpio season, which is all about, hugely about transformation and kind of getting to the bottom of things, it's really nice to have had the path a little bit cleared for us. So I'm curious if any of you have had a much more intense Mercury retrograde than previously in the year, or if it's just, if you're feeling more intense right now because of this Scorpio energy. I know that this energy can be really intense because it is a lot about kind of peeling back those obstacles that are preventing us from growing. And so it can really, in a lot of ways, be like revelation to make way for elevation. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's so generous. I'm so grateful for you being here, Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tom says it's been very, very intense, and I'm in a big season of change. Thankfully for the better. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to hear that. And I think this season is definitely supporting your changes and transformations. And that's definitely something that we can kind of work on through this new moon, through kind of whatever we want to manifest. This evening I have a few kind of like journal prompts or reflections that I'd like to do at some point during this live stream, but I'm just excited to talk to you all right now. Very intense. Amanda says, sold my house to the perfect buyer and found a cozy apartment after a few months of manifesting. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. That's wonderful. I've never seen a live stream. So excited. Long-time viewer. Oh, great. I'm so glad you're here. And more Scorpios. Yeah, it seems like this Mercury retrograde was tough for a few of you who are here right now too. Kiki Strawberry said, I'm a teacher assistant and my teacher quit a month ago. It's the best thing that happened. It led to support and cleared a path for me to learn how to teach my kids and manifest prosperity. Yes, I love that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Maybe you were able to discover and uncover some of your power. I want to quote that. I think it's like an Eleanor Roosevelt quote, but I'm going to mess it up, so forgive me, but it's something like, it's about putting people in hot water. People are like tea. Ooh, I'm gonna leave the quote down there because I'm forgetting it right now. But I hope that helped you understand your power and understand your strength. That's awesome. A lot of communication issues. Yeah, it's interesting, like how much communication dictates so many aspects of our lives that we might not have even thought about until there's a lapse in communication. Things sort of tend. Patrick said, Capricorn here. So Scorpios and I play well together. Yeah. Hmm. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. There you go. Thank you. That's exactly the quote I was butchering. Oh, Joe quit drinking, and this has been helpful for his mindfulness practice. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's really great. Congratulations. It's such a hard thing to do, isn't it? All of you are quoting it to me. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations. Look how, I mean, I know I say this a lot, but everybody is so cool in this community, just congratulating each other and being so supportive. It's one of my favorite things. Thank you, Morpheus. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Morpheus. That's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That's really generous. So, yeah, I think that communicate with it's my first live. Hi, Melissa. I'm really embarrassed myself the other day trying to communicate with my son's school. Thankfully, everything is fine now. Yeah, I mean, I think for those of us who are kind of trying to go along this journey and practice growing and evolving and figuring out how we can best grow and evolve, and using lunar cycles and what's going on astrologically to help support that, we can really kind of recognize in each other when there's some communication going on, a lapse of communication, whether it's, ourselves or somebody else. And when we're in the throes of that, it can be so embarrassing. But just knowing that that means that you're really like cracking through that shell. I think moving through and having those moments and recognizing maybe where you misstepped and how you can do things, maybe better the next time, or how recognizing that someone else misstepped. I think part of this, this communication and moving through it is like recognizing that dance that happens. There was a time when I would run into the same person over and over again, and it was always really uncomfortable. And I just kind of had to I just felt every time after I had interaction with this person, I felt uncomfortable. I felt really embarrassed. And then I was with a friend of mine, and as we were walking away, he was like, that person's really awkward. And it was then that I had to kind of recognize, like, oh, we're responding to each other. We're both playing a part here. So I don't know what your exact situation is, Melissa, but one, we've all been there. And two, I'm sure that there's a balance with that discomfort. But I'm glad that you've moved through it now. I have a little bit of background music going on. So I hope that you find that soothing. I know a few of you have requested that in the past. Excuse me. So this, as we move through this Scorpio season, um, there's things that are probably going to come up during this particular lunar cycle, during this next month. Scorpios it's a lot about courage. It's a lot about honesty and determination and loyalty. Scorpio, Tracy asked, what is a Scorpio season? Going by the zodiac calendar. So it's mid-October to mid-November. But there's also things that could come up surrounding, the kind of mysteries, secrets, hidden aspects, jealousy, resentment, things like that could come up. And so just kind of checking where you are with those things, because what tends to happen as we move through this is that if there's any aspect that's not kind of healed, that's not in alignment, then it could, that could cause a lot of discomfort at this time. Oh, I'm so glad that you like the music, Patrick. That's great. Okay. So, yes, it's a huge cup of tea. So let's just do a little bit of, I'd like to kind of start our little ritual right now, if you're cool with that. I've been absolutely loving this cedarwood incense. Yeah, I got it in the redwoods and I just absolutely love it. And I've been saving it. I haven't been burning it at home recreationally, because I wanted to save it for our sessions, because it's just so nice and I feel like it has a really potent energy to it. Is anyone else buffering, or how's the quality here? I guess I didn't check in with that. It's been a while, yo. Can we do like we'll take after Bridget, maybe like a purple heart if everybody can see and hear me. Cool. Yeah, this is a great time to light your favorite incense. Just moving through here. I want to start doing a little bit of clearing. Just starting with some energetic clearing here. Cool. Okay, thank you so much. Lots of purple hearts. Thank you for letting me know. Great. I'm going to draw the sacred symbols here just to get this energy flowing. We're not doing a session here per se, but I do want to just have this really supportive energy. Okay, thanks for letting me know that it's not buffering anymore. Cool. Thank you. I'm in a new place. I moved too, so this is my first live stream in my new place. So it's good to know that it's working. All right. Let's take a deep rejuvenating breath here. And when we do this sort of like collectively, there's something really powerful about that. Collectively inhaling and exhaling. So we'll inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Cedarwood is so grounding, and it's also just a really empowering scent. Connects us with our inner wisdom. And there's a real beauty in connecting this very watery sign of Scorpio on this new moon that's associated with the element of water, and connecting that to this grounded energy of the trees. Lori, hi Lori, love ya. I wonder how you've been handling all the moving you've been doing this year. What has helped? That's a great question. It's been really helpful to get out in nature as much as I can. I really like connecting. I really like grounding through connecting with nature, going outside in whatever way I can. The place where I lived previously, I had a tiny little like side yard, and I just decked it out with flowers and edible plants, and getting out and just, even though I knew it was temporary, and maybe because I knew it was temporary, I really wanted to make it as beautiful as I could while I was there. So it was like filled with, it was just a mess when I moved in. And then I filled it with flowers and just created an explosion of a garden. And those things really help, I think. But yeah, that's been really nice. And also just sort of connecting with the practice, grounding, meditating, connecting with people that you love. Anything that can ground you personally, I feel like is such a beautiful way of coping with so much change and shifting energy. So I know a few of you all have moved as well. I've moved 4 times, I think. But I know a few of you have moved as well. So I'm wondering how you all have coped with that and found that, especially at a time like this where there's so much in the air. It's such a different, crazy time for everybody. I'm wondering how you've all coped as well. Someone asked about social media, why I don't have other platforms to follow. I don't know if this is social media. I started working with Aura, like they are a meditation app, and I work with them. But yeah, I don't, aside from YouTube, I guess the reason I don't have any social media is because I don't participate in social media aside from YouTube. This is the only social media platform that I engage in content wise, and both that I participate in and that I create content for. So that's why I don't right now. I might in the future. It's just not. This is just what I've been, what I do. But yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I know a few of you are saying that social media can be dangerous and things like that, and that it's or excessive social media can be dangerous. And I know one of you requested a video for that. For happy early birthday, Danielle. Happy early birthday, darling. Yeah, and I think that it's like anything, it's kind of what you bring to it in terms of intentionality. And I'd love to create a session for that. I think I've been trying to do a few sessions about the previous session that I did was all about um, the spirit of competition and trying to balance that. And I know that that is something that can really play a part. And I know several of you are mental health care professionals. And so you can speak to this as well. I'm sure just the connection between social media and just anxieties, insecurities. I mean, just some things that we might not want to invite into our lives. And so it's just about intentionality and balance, I think. And I think some people are fine with it and some people aren't. So I have a harder time with it. But yeah, I'd love to do a session about that for sure. I love you all. I just gotta say, I'm like so happy to be here with you. Sarah asked, have you ever been asked to do a Reiki healing session for gut health? The gut is our second brain. Would you ever consider doing a session about that? I think for the most part, I'm going to try to do a series of, about physical pain and kind of healing physical ailments on my Patreon in terms of doing those kinds of community sessions. I've tended to leave that for either when I was doing private sessions or in-person sessions as opposed to the sessions for the collective, just because it's such a specific thing. I feel the physical healing, and I always want to make sure that people are pairing this work with, seeking professional medical help. And that's something that I can more clearly kind of get across on a one-on-one. But I would definitely, I mean, absolutely, the two are so connected. Your gut health, your sacral is such an important aspect of emotional blockages and, your gut reaction to things, the way that you move through the world is so connected to that space. So absolutely. But I've I really appreciate the request, and I'll take that into consideration for future sessions. Oh, Rebecca says that she's been very stressed, but the last few days it felt a shift for the better energetically. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. That's such a beautiful thing, isn't it? I mean, it's when we're moving through those darker phases, it can be so, we can almost convince ourselves at times that that's sort of, that we can get used to that, that's all there is. And then to move into a lighter period, whether that's moving out of something really dark or chaotic or turbulent, that's really, that's really great. That's really great. Thank you, Roman. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Brace for empath says, any suggestions for transmuting trapped or stuck grief, other than Reiki and breathing exercises? Yeah, I think I'm so sorry that you're moving through that. Oh, I'm losing your comment. Okay, there we go. So I think there, what I can really speak to here is the energetic aspect. And what I can speak to is as a Reiki practitioner is going to be the energy work that I think that you can engage in. I think the most important thing is recognizing that it is trapped, stuck grief. So often that will show up in so many different ways. And the one of the hardest aspects can be just recognizing it. So that's beautiful that you're aware of that. I think as we move through these things with someone, and it doesn't you don't have to go and have a Reiki session necessarily, but to move through this with someone who knows how to help you experience what you need to experience in order to unblock that trapped energy. Because, yeah, it seems like you know this, but it's going to keep showing up. It's going to keep showing up. And I'm so sorry that you're dealing with grief. I know so many of you are, and sending you love. But in terms of, I guess that wasn't such a snappy answer, that what didn't, I think, reflection and pairing reflection with movement is very often a nice way of getting things unstuck, I think. So I'm sending you love and support. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. You're number one. Thank you. Mark says, where can we get that humming background music? Is your cousin still doing some of it? Yes. Well, my cousin is like a professional musician. So I was really lucky that he made my song. That was just like so cool. So I think he's very busy, but I think I might ask him to do some more music. But yeah, he's a professional musician, so I don't. But maybe I'm gonna ask him if he'll do another one. I'm so glad that you like it. He's like crazy talented person. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you. You're so sweet. Oh, happy birthday, Mason. Yeah, there's something about I mean, I love Scorpios. I think Scorpios are great. I'm not biased or anything. All right. So let's do a little bit of journaling if you're up for it. Oh, sorry. Hi, Raphael. Welcome. So let's see if you wanted to start pulling out your journals, start to do a little bit of reflection. Now, I actually, Chuck asked about the spray. I actually got rid of it during the move because I just would make my own, and I just got rid of the bottle when I moved. So I'm gonna get some more, and then we'll go from there. Aries in the house. Hey, Aries. Love Aries energy. Okay. So, yeah, if you're open to it and you'd like to, let's begin doing a little bit of reflection on this new moon. The new moon was at 2:14 Pacific time. So that's when this energy really kind of was, I'm of the belief that for a day before and a day after, this energy is available. But this energy really sort of culminates and is strongest at that time. Roman asked, excuse me, I'm in a cough. Guidance on toxic familial ties. Yes, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Take care of yourself and set boundaries. I have a video on boundaries. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. But you have a right to feel comfortable and safe. So set boundaries. I'm sorry that you're going through that though. Okay. So for the first sort of reflection here, as we are, reconnecting after a few months away from each other in this live stream format with these new moon rituals sessions together, what do you hold most sacred or recognize that you hold most sacred in this time, in this season, for these past few cycles or right now? What do you hold most sacred? We usually do our gratitude list for these new moons, and I think I think for Scorpio, we want that sacred nature, that kind of, I really want to tap into that kind of deeper understanding of something, this strengthening of our intuition and really connecting with what's sacred for us. Hi, Octavia, welcome. So if you're just joining now, there are, thank you for all of your likes. Wow, thank you. A lot of you have liked this live stream. You're so sweet. Thank you. Hi, Christopher. Yeah, we're in the season of Scorpio right now. It's a Scorpio season. And this is the live stream for the Scorpio new moon. Yeah. Health, staying strong, family, beautiful, grounding, family. Yeah, I feel like at times, like we've had these past few years, we really come to realize what's sacred in these challenging times. Self-love, improvement, and compassion. My next session is about balancing self-improvement with self-acceptance. That's coming out on Sunday. So that might be helpful for you. I'm really excited about that session because I feel like that kind of encompasses a lot of your requests. So I'm excited about that. Family, always, and trees. Very spiritually drawn to trees. Me too. Me too. Inner peace, self-care, family, friends, and relationships. Prayer and meditation practice. Family and pets, yes. My little dog is sick right now. So I feel you. She's a rescue pup, and she's just got one eye and she's blind in the other one. She was attacked by, they think, like a coyote before I adopted her. And she's sick right now. And it's just so hard. It's so, when someone or something or whatever that you hold sacred is in any kind of pain, it's so incredibly hard, isn't it? It hurts you. Yeah, thank you, Crimson, for wishing her the best. I really appreciate that. If you want to give her some love, her name's Georgie. Send Georgie some love. Yeah, I did some Reiki on her earlier. Thank you all. Thank you. But yeah, pets and family, it's such a beautiful thing to hold sacred. Family and stones, protecting loved ones, healing environment. Love that. Oh, I'm so sorry. The lost demo. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's move on to our next kind of reflection. And this is similar to our previous one. Who are you grateful for? So Scorpio, for me, but Scorpio is so much about connection and loyalty and kind of using honesty to further deepen a connection. And so I know a few of you have shared here that what you hold most sacred are these loved ones in your life. And I think the next aspect here is to say, over the course of this lunar cycle, or however you would like to measure this season, is there a way that you could show these people how grateful you are for them this month? And it might be very vulnerable. Thank you, restorative sounds. So, who are you grateful for? And how can you show them that you are grateful for them? How can you help them to understand that you're grateful for them this month? And maybe even invite some consistency with that connection of gratitude. I wanted to say a gesture, but I feel like it's more, I don't want to suggest that it should be a posturing of gratitude, but that it's how can you show this person? One of you said your mom. Love that. Everyone I meet. Yeah. Thank you, Roman. That's so sweet. Tracy said, my husband, my children, and my friends. Lovely. So now, next kind of, my partner supports me every day, and I try to show him how grateful I am every day as well. That's great. My beautiful mother. Lovely maternal energy. I'm grateful for my boyfriend and my best friends. My partner. Oh, that's so sweet. Let me come back. My partner, he's a Scorpio. I usually write 3 things each day that I'm grateful for that he does / is. He likes that. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. We talked about this on Patreon, and I'm sure I've talked about it here, the love languages, and what, if you're familiar with the 5 love languages, I'm wondering if your partner, your boyfriend is a words of affirmation person. I'm a quality time person. For sure. Are you familiar with that? Any of you know what your love language is? I feel like we could talk about that for a while. Oh, thank you, Candy, sweetheart. So now, are there any areas of your life where you're maybe hiding your light in the shadows? This is pretty specific to this Scorpio energy, and I think this is helpful in the new moon. Any areas where you're not stepping into your power or your talents because out of fear of fear of failure or even fear of success or attention or recognition. Can sort of reflect on that right now. What are the aspects of your life, or where are you hiding? Or maybe not stepping into your full empowerment, whether that's for someone else's benefit, for their comfort, or for out of, insecurity or fear. Are there any areas of your life where you're not doing that? Words of affirmation and quality time, acts of service. People do need to be listened to. I agree. I feel this is the comment. I feel like so many people are going through a difficult transition and people just need to be listened to. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope that this can be a place where you feel heard and seen. I lost where I was. Oh, I feel it. Words of affirmation and gifts are mine. So the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service, and physical touch, in case you're not familiar with those. So I'm just wondering what you all are. We're doing a few things simultaneously. We've got our reflection and our prompt, and hopefully that's resonating in some way. And then, hi, Tim. Welcome. I'm really finding career because I feel like, oh, wait. Octavia said, I'm struggling in finding a career because I feel like I have no real talent and I don't make moves because of that. I feel stuck. I think an important thing that you've landed on here is that you feel, rather than saying you are stuck or you don't have any talent. You're saying you feel like you don't and you feel stuck because of course you have talent and of course you have so much light to share and share with the world, and we deserve to hear and see and feel all of that. And I don't know what you mean at the end. You mentioned a phobia, but I think recognizing that struggling to find a career can be incredibly stressful and incredibly ungrounding. And from an energetic perspective, I would focus for sure on your root chakra, trying to really balance and empower you in the root chakra. So if you wanted to go back through and maybe either listen to or watch one of my Reiki sessions on the root chakra balancing, or somebody else's, or meditation, and then the solar plexus, I would definitely have you do some work in the solar plexus to really help you align with confidence and self-worth and knowing the value that you have. And it's sometimes, I think the career aspect here and the feeling like you have no talent, maybe we can set those two, sort of separate those two for the moment and look at the feeling like you have no talent aspect. And I would suggest that you reflect on that for this season. This is a season of transformation and revelations, revealing things to you, Octavia. So it could be that you either have to confront this very real idea that you are talented, you have a lot to bring to the table, or it could maybe reveal things that you didn't ever think you were very good at, and then you realize that you are. So, best of luck with that. I'm sending you so much love, and I know you can do it. I would say, from an energetic perspective, uh, some root stones, I would definitely recommend red jasper to you. I would recommend yellow calcite. Those are two stones, if you're into stones, that I would recommend. Oh, I missed so much. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Let me see. Thank you so much, Anel. I am grateful for Anna Reiki Master. I watch your video healing quite a lot. It helps my stress. I'm prospering in different aspects of my life and feeling blessed. I'm so happy to hear that you're prospering in different aspects of your life. I'm so happy to hear that. It means so much to me that I've been part of that in any way, a part of your journey in any way. And I'm so proud of you and happy to hear that. And thank you so much, Willie. Thank you. Cannot send you a link to a playlist I made on Hinduism and science for some reason. I think you would truly like the first and third videos in the playlist. Yeah, I don't know if you're able to share those in the live chat, but I'm sure I would find that interesting. Thank you so much for your donation. That's so sweet. Yeah, Leo said sometimes a career, this is in response to Octavia, a career will find you, especially when you don't expect it. Happened to me. I love that. So, and I also think that sometimes if you throw yourself into things, that can be a great way of discovering so much about you. Let's go back to that tea bag in the hot water quote, which I've already forgotten, you guys. I'm so sorry. But you know, there it is right there. Come in full circle. You'll find it. Hold on one sec. I've missed a thing and I think I want to go back. I'm afraid but excited to leave where I live right now. I'm moving for the first time and I'm nervous about staying balanced and aligned because it's so new. Yeah. You know, I think this might be a very Scorpio thing for me to say, but maybe it's okay if you're not so balanced and aligned. We can grow a lot from those places. But I would say, in terms of advice, because we do want to strive to be balanced and aligned, accept that you might not be. Accept that it might be challenging, and accept that it might not be. And through maybe you can learn different ways that you can personally become more grounded and become more aligned, ways in which you can help yourself. Because I think so often when we have a routine and we have safety and we have all of this, we can sometimes start to feel like, oh, this healing stuff is easy. And then it's only when, all this craziness and turbulence happens, loss, grief, breakups, new relationships, moving, new jobs, careers, and then all of the other crazy things you could never expect or anticipate happening. Those are the moments that's the whole reason why we do this kind of work, is to find that alignment for those moments. So I would say it's a great opportunity to really connect with yourself and maybe try to ground yourself in the solid foundation of recognizing your past self and where they would be and how they would feel about you moving for the first time, and how your future self, where they are and how grounded and stable they are, and how wherever they are, this move for them is no longer a stress. And so you're solidly in between these two versions of yourself. And so just recognize that this is temporary. It's going to pass. It's going to pass probably quicker than you know. And you're going to blink and realize, wow, I'm so comfortable here. I forgot that I was so nervous before. That's my guess, at least. But I think that any time of change and transformation, that can be such a beautiful doorway into this kind of growth that we're doing. That can be the thing that sheds the light on these darker aspects of yourself that you might not have seen. So sometimes being out of alignment for a little bit in these moments can really help to open up so much in terms of growth. I'm so behind on these comments. For those of you who are I limited the comments this time to the people who are subscribed, those of you who are subscribed. And I'm hoping that I was thinking this would make it easier for me to keep up. But and that is also in case you are trying to comment and you're not able to. It could just be because you aren't subscribed. Just a bit of housekeeping. Hmm. I'm moving to pursue my art, so it's very nerve-wracking, but I'm excited. And then similarly, I often feel like my talents aren't worthy or valid because I can't figure out how to make a career out of them. Curious chamomile. And then a previous comment about not measuring your talent based on financial gain from Tim. Yeah. I can understand the struggle of feeling like your talents aren't worthy or valid. But of course they are. Of course they are. It's very often what we put a money sign on is very little to do with the actual value it has. Very, very, very little to do with the value it has. And I know this is might be a cop out of an answer, but you get to decide how valuable your talents are. You get to decide how valid they are. And also, if you want to take your talents and make a career out of them, I think it's very difficult to separate talent from your vocation and all of that. I think inherently that's going to become a part of it as like an integrated whole. But I think if you want to take your talents, really highlight them and showcase them in a way that where you make a career out of specific talents. I don't know specifically what you're talking about. And you say, I can't figure out how to make a career out of them. I feel like that could be a beautiful thing to manifest here. You know, manifesting opening up to all of the possibilities of how you can start calling in prosperity and abundance through your talents. And then just sort of see what signs you might get. See what signs you might get. There's so many comments now, and I'm going to just quickly go back to our journal prompts, because I do want this to also be for those of you who are watching this in the future, I do want this to also be supportive of this new moon here. So our next one is there any aspect of your life, moving swiftly along from our conversation about manifesting, that you have manifested, that you thought you wanted, that you no longer want, that's no longer in alignment with your most evolved self? I think this is a really important thing to start to ask ourselves as we are maybe embarking on manifesting new things in this season, and really connecting with if we received gifts, manifested something, and maybe it doesn't look or feel the way that we wanted it to, just really connecting with that, really checking in with that. And then with that in mind, what do you want most? What do you want most? At this time, right here, right now, what is it that you most want? Joyous. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm struggling with grief and not being able to get closure. I don't know what the world will be like after COVID. I would like to know how others get through the day. The first video that I made over here on this channel was all about grief. And for me, one thing that I really wanted to share and make available in some way was this feeling that in grief, you're not alone. I think so often we can feel so isolated in grief. And I guess there's that Swedish proverb, shared joy is double joy, shared sorrow is half sorrow, or sorrow halved, or whatever. And I think that's really how I feel. If there's in any way, if we're able to connect in some way through this grief, I think that can be a way to healing. Because the Scorpio season, it's about transformation. And it's also about death. It's about death and rebirth. And I think it doesn't have to, not necessarily physical death, but just what that can represent for so many of us. And this connection to grief and a recognition that life is fleeting. We don't have endless time here. Sorry to get morbid, but I think connecting with people that you love, that you care about, connecting with yourself in as deep a way as you can, and trying to find, if not self-love, self-acceptance, and however this lands, forgiveness, whether that's for ways in which you might feel like you fall short, or for forgiveness for yourself, or for losing somebody that you love, or whatever has caused grief or makes it feel like you can't get through the day. Trying to invite some semblance of forgiveness there. And just know that you're not alone, my friend, you're not alone. And I'm sending you so much love, and I know so many people are sending you love. So I'm so sorry you're moving through that. And I know, based on what so many of you have shared, that it's just so life is hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. And through this, we can do our best to find grace and peace, and try our best to recognize that our energy and our life and our light is all our responsibility. So make the most of it. And I love you. Y'all are so sweet and lovely. Okay, so the last question for our manifestation here in our reflection is, what are the steps that you are going to take during this lunar cycle to get you closer to what you want, to get you closer to these goals? Whether it's connecting with your talents, whether it's releasing certain fears, or connecting with healers, or mental health care professionals to help you in that journey. What are the steps, those specific steps that you are going to take during this lunar cycle to get you closer to what you want? And this is where the empowerment comes in. You might be faced with all kinds of intense energy during this cycle, but there's also courage, honesty, willful determination, and loyalty within the sign of Scorpio. So while there might be some kind of intense energies, maybe some resentments might come up, some jealousies, secrets, there's also so much that you can kind of ground yourself in. So what are the steps you're going to take during this lunar cycle to get you closer to what you want? Is our final journal prompt. And just know that I love you so much. I know that not a lot of you love my owl rattle. No, that's not true. Actually, I think it's not that many of you who dislike it, but I try my best to keep it kind of quiet. But let's see. I think we can keep it kind of quiet here because this is such a, about transforming and things like that. And you were talking about breaking through these blockages, one of you. I think really moving the energy in whatever way. Physically, you can use things like a rattle or sound. Doing sound baths is helpful to just get the energy moving. So I'd like to kind of close with a little bit of using our rattle to shake up this energy and really thicken up your auras. Thank you so much, Will. And happy birthday. Thank you. This is so awesome. I love connecting with you all, and yeah, I'm just really honored that you're all here. Just know that if I missed one of your comments, feel free to leave it down in the. I'll upload this, make this kind of live. My stomach is grumbling. I'll make this live stream available on my channel. So feel free to write in the comments section if I missed any of your comments, and I'll do my best to go through and comment on them, respond if you have any questions or whatever it might be. And just know that, I'm sending you so much love during this new moon, during this season. Thank you so much for all of you for joining with this live stream. It seems like it worked, so we're going to be doing these hopefully every new moon here. And don't miss the next video coming out on Sunday. That one is about self-improvement, balancing self-improvement with self-acceptance. And I think that covers a lot of the things that we ended up speaking about tonight. So I'm really hoping that you find that supportive. For the time being, I'm going to continue doing the Wednesday videos. I upload now Wednesdays and Sundays, and I'm going to do Wednesdays at Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, just to have something in the morning for you one day a week, and then at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. So look out for those too. And thank you everyone for all of your lovely super chats and super stickers. And thank you for being here. I am, really grateful for all of you. Thank you. Happy birthday to my Scorpios. And have a beautiful new moon. Write your manifestations down. I feel like we're all like high vibing now. And yeah, write your manifestations down. Write them down. I would urge you this month, especially. Great time for new beginnings and fresh starts. I'm sending you so, 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 so much love. And I'll see you again on Sunday. Okay. Be well. Bye, everybody.